What's good, guys? I'm actually back with a video today. Reacting to Life Change Journal being selected as a Gurkha. Sorry if I bossed that anyway, guys. Just Gurkha. You gotta let me know how to say it if I said it right, bro. We finna find out in the video anyway how to say it. So, obviously, I don't know what we don't know what
y'all guys commented on it a lot, so we was just giving it a look to see what this is.
I don't know if it's for the title, like it's like a special forces training, something like that. Never heard of it at all. So before we get to there, hit that subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, like video, some more video like this one, as well as make sure the notifications are as well. Make sure to hit that subscribe to the channel, hit that like. I already said, is it like? Yeah, you do. Yeah. What you said? Yeah. If I did hit that like button, see what feel like this. Maybe you did say it, but I don't really say that. I thought you were just talking about. Yeah, make sure to hit that notification, keep up updated with comment videos, as well as support us to become a better channel guy. Link will be in the description. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
This is Gurkha class of 2019.
Gurkha? She said Gurkha. Yeah, the way she said it.
400 trainee soldiers, the biggest intake to set foot in the UK in over 30 years. Most are just teenagers, and their journey began thousands of miles from here. Nepal. It's a small nation wedged between India and China, the mighty Himalayas running down its spine. It remains one of the world's poorest and least developed countries, and for 200 years, the British Army have recruited some of its strongest young men.
So I guess that it is a British.
Is it like a British regiment?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Of the Nepalese. Every year, 10,000 apply to join, pledging to fight and potentially die for a country and a queen on the other side of the world.
I agree that British got their own like no other unit in this country.
They probably got it for every country. To be honest with you, just that'd be it's crazy. They do got so much.
Was Nepal under that thing? You know, we watched that.
Probably so, bro. It was so many country names under there. He was going fast.
British Foreign Legion, over 200 years old. With the UK's crisis in recruitment, we need them more than ever. But how do you find the very best Gurkhas? How do the British Army protect them from the corruption so rife in Nepal? And once in, is it all they dreamed of?
Gurkha Company!
The first stage of selection for the British Army
I'm good, bro.
takes place each year in September, one in the west of Nepal in Pokhara, and one in the east, here in hot, sticky Dharan. Young men from all around get up in the early hours and travel miles to be here for a chance of a job in the British Army.
He is terrified right there.
One hilly district, that's Dankuta.
I was just gonna be nervous because you are going. You is like you said, going across the world somewhere else, and you don't know what's gonna happen. I want to know if
they traded the pole though.
Huh?
They traded the pole, so it still depends on all the from though. You're right.
We got 5 Tarai districts. Normally, they're farming background, especially in Tarai district, they're farming backgrounds, and hilly district also farming background. But nowadays, most of the boys from the hills do come down to the cities, near cities, for a better education, better life, or probably better facilities as well. Yeah.
This year, the recruiting campaign was bigger than ever before. They advertised on every one of Nepal's 72 radio stations, and the recruiting officers, retired Gurkhas known as Gulawallas, travelled to all corners of the country, gathering young men.
That's a funny name, bro. It's not like it should be on Willy Wonka Chalk Fair. No diss. I was just saying. You're right? No? I'm tripping? I ain't need no disrespect. I was just saying.
I just saying that it kind of does.
Yeah, like I ain't no disrespect. It's just,
and together on football pitches, tennis courts and cafes. They modernised their website. Potential recruits, known as PRs, could even email Deputy Head of Recruiting Major Sandy Nightingale personally. And they did.
do get quite a few emails from PRs asking some quite various questions, from are my teeth okay with photographic evidence to can women join this year? What we're trying to do is dispel the myth that only certain Nepalis can join the British Army. It's still amazing to me that people think it's only certain castes, people think that you have to be rich, people think all kinds of things that are all wrong. We will take anyone who's good enough. We make sure there's a British officer on every single stand as well, just so no one could think, oh, I'm a Gurung, he's a Rai, maybe he's going to give me a worse mark.
There are 125 castes or ethnic groups throughout Nepal,
Wow.
and historically, Gurkhas came from just 4 of these groups. Over the years, the army has succeeded in reaching more diverse sectors of society, in part thanks to its dedicated team of Gulawallas who go out in tireless search of the best young men. This year's newest and most baby Gulawalla, aged just 45, made a dramatic entrance, bringing in record numbers from the east.
Wow, I'm really enjoying my job. Because I want to do something for my countries, the British Army, everybody know in the world.
Bro, this is like a very in-depth, like, they put it like how many nationalities are in the being selected as well, and it's just like, God dang it! Like, I never heard of something like this.
I never heard of this.
And it just, I'm just thinking like, if they do this here, they could do it at other places. Like other places, they got like I want to say the word other places
It's
they
one of
like
the best army in the world.
Due to the searing heat, the 800-metre run has become the first test of the day, and the locals have turned out to cheer the boys on.
Okay, if you go to wrestling, would you like to go first, or you like be middle, or you want to be last?
I mean, you just gotta be. Is it Tom? He just said 8.
I would think Tom like his military, right? I don't think it takes you. They would give you all day to run 800 meters.
I'm saying if it's Tom, like it's a certain time you have to run it.
I would think so, right? They would.
Well,
give
she
you
just
all
said
day.
well, of course you ain't gonna be there, but I guess you just gotta last it. It's that run.
I said, would you go first, middle, or last? In your opinion, like what would you if
it was Tom, I
Yeah.
would like go middle. I would want to go last.
I want to go like beginning, middle.
You didn't say beginning. You said beginning, middle, and
Well,
last.
you're right, but I like you can pick like what's parts.
I don't think they even have. I don't think in the military you would even have a thing to do that. Like they would just put you in a line and whatever you did in line, you just go.
Or perhaps
say if you
eye
had
up
a
the
choice.
competition.
Stand by. Go!
With the futures of so many potential recruits resting on the selection process,
I'm already
there
tired.
is no room
They treat it as
for
a
human
race.
error.
Every single score that's written
Hey,
down
see, the
gets
problem
checked by
is you
someone
can't
else.
let the crowd make you want to run
Yeah.
fast. You gotta go at your
Yeah,
tempo,
tempo,
or
yeah.
the group tempo. Like, oh, I need to speed it up. No, you know what I'm saying? They ain't looking. They looking for the most capable at the same
And I
time.
personally will check
you
every
be the
single
first
score
one
of
they
those
go.
who are
Yeah.
selected. Then the Chief of Staff will check every single score of those who are selected. In order to understand fairness, you have to understand Nepali society generally. Nepal is a country where people pay money to get just about everything. And therefore, for us to kind of display ourselves as being free, fair and transparent, we have to go to huge lengths to convince people that that's the case. We'll tell them not to pay money to anyone to get into the British Army.
The first exam is maths.
Similarly, in the exam hall, every question must be unique. By 3 p.m, the test paper will be in the local bazaar, being sold for a few rupees.
Well, writing the papers is extremely difficult. We do keep them under strict lock and key, and then in order to generate those papers...
So do they? So
proofread
I guess
those
they take the test and sell them to other people that want to beat.
I guess so. I guess so. They wouldn't know what the test be like before.
So that's why they gotta have it.
But it said he to carry the English language, so I guess
First
it's like
to
a
proofread
language
them
test.
again and again, because if there are any dramas on the day, it is unfortunately a cohort of young boys who are going to suffer, and we do not want that to happen.
One focus of this year's campaign has been to filter out potential problems early to avoid wasting recruits' efforts, emotions and money. Major Nightingale has introduced a new test to regional selection. Hyperextending elbows, some call it noodle arm, is an immediate fail, so this is now checked early. Throughout the day, if the recruits fall short on anything, they head straight to the dreaded Chowtari and then home.
Wow.
These boys will give everything to try and get into the British Army.
It looks that way, right? It looks like that. I don't know.
That's not even a certificate. Is it in the United States military? Like,
I don't think so.
Why?
I don't think so.
You like, I get it the height, but you may be just pushing out a good soldier off. I'm trying to see what height got to do with you being like a good soldier.
Not saying that a British soldier is not equally motivated to join the British Army, but the difference with these guys is their whole families put pressure on them to join the British Army. If they get into the British Army, their whole family's life will change forever. And that's the context that we're working with.
Like how?
1456 Nischal. 1460 Prajwal. 1468 Pradeep Kumar. 1470.
For some of today's young men, the news is devastating.
1499 Sugam. 1500 Sunil.
The recruiting staff are very protective of them. They won't allow anyone to speak to the potential recruits. Today is too important.
Wow, bro, I know that. I like that hurt, bro. Like, you can feel that person's pain right there, bro. Yeah, I don't know, like, how well you be off if you get selected or not, bro. I don't know the secret.
It probably was off their fitness test too.
Yeah, it was off everything they showed, but
the chosen few will be invited back to selection in January, where they'll compete for one of just a few hundred places. Only 4% of the 10,000 applicants will make it.
Wow, I didn't know it was that little. Like 4% out of 10,000 is crazy.
Gurkhas have been part of the British military for over 200 years, ever since the Anglo-Nepalese War, when the British were so impressed by the fighting skills of their enemy, they struck a deal to recruit them when the war was over. Since then, they've become one of the most feared units of the British forces and fought in every major conflict. The politest of soldiers.
I never heard of these.
At all.
I never heard of this group, bro. At all.
The most ferocious of fighters. Can today's recruits uphold a reputation centuries old? South of the Himalayas and west of Kathmandu lies Pokhara, Nepal's second largest city.
It's not that funny, guys. We know some of this.
He just took a shot at me.
No, bro. I did, bro.
Nah, bro.
It's the gateway to the Annapurna mountain range, a favourite spot for trekkers. But it's also home to final selection for the British Gurkhas. It's here that the recruiting team must choose once and for all who will become the future Nepali warriors.
Like 15 selections, though. They got
I mean, that was just like the qualification, like, you know.
I know. To get into basic training.
Yeah.
They've already been selected as the best of the best from their regions. Now they must undergo even more rigorous tests, not least of which is the infamous Doko race. The race involves running up a mountain in the Himalayan foothills with 25...
I don't even know what you said.
What'd you call it, bro? God dang it, bro.
I forgot the word, too.
Stab, bro.
Ruck?
Yeah, ruck. I said muck. My bad, ruck march.
Sand in a basket
strapped
around the forehead.
What's in the basket,
It is our identity as a Gurkha and carry a Doko. Like we got the British Elite Force, like the Para, they got their own specific training. Like the commandos, they have got their own selection, and this is unique for the Gurkhas.
The day before, the sand is meticulously weighed and the Doko baskets carefully laid out. Each recruit must prepare his own.
In case of raining, they are
each recruit not to say, by the way, so you're based off your body weight.
By plastic. In case of rain, they will be heavier than usual weight.
And why the blanket?
Blanket because this one is quite rough, so they may scratch their skin at their backside.
How hard is the Doko race?
It is very hard, very hard.
The Doko race was only introduced in 1989. Before that, most of the young men grew up in the mountains.
With his forehead right there. You
I
see
think
that, bro?
no.
It
probably lifted the weight off his back a little bit.
His neck got to be killing him going uphill like that.
Maybe he got control of that. Yeah, he used it to his advantage, though.
there was no need for a test. At 5:45 a.m., the potential recruits leave camp, gather their doko baskets, and when enough light has risen,
Hello, finishing point. This is start.
So they head really gotta be really down like that. Yeah, like this got hurt.
Yes, sir. Okay, group number 1. Blue, figure 34. Stand by. Go.
It is tough as a nature of the event because it is uphill from start to the end. So my tips for the boys is do not give up. Keep going and never look up. If you look up, obviously, your weight pull you towards the ground and pull you back.
Oh, so that's probably the reason they got him on their head. They got him on their head like that. That is like, I feel like you looking at the ground is probably better because
that back for your back, right? Your back got to be killing you the next day.
Uphill and everything, bro. They got to be like painful
killing you the next day.
What?
So always bend down and keep, going up.
This last one was quite dodgy because of the weather. It rained the whole night, and boys were wet this morning, and their doko was wet.
He going through it.
The terrain itself is difficult.
Oh, it got to be humid out there after the rain.
The steps. And stones and boulders
and the puddles. Caught by the next group. It's the way you might get caught by that guy.
No time for water stops. The recruits must complete the course in 46 minutes. If they fail, they leave selection immediately.
46 minutes. It's time.
At the top, it's time for a well-earned breakfast and relief at last. The descent is less painful, the boys singing as they go. Selection is almost complete. It won't be long now until they know what their future will hold.
Bro, that's a steep hill, golly.
YouTube Premium. What's this really doable?
Yeah, it is doable.
It's the night before results day for the potential recruits, or PRs, from the west of Nepal. And to ease the nerves, the recruiting staff have suggested they put on a show. Western Idol delights the judging panel.
He got good at it. He passed already, bro.
It's clear that West's got talent. The next morning, it's a different story. The young men must now say their goodbyes. If successful, they're unlikely to see their newfound friends again. Many will be heading home.
That nerves, what a nerve!
In a few moments' time, they'll be invited into a room one by one and told their fate.
We see a massive spectrum of Nepali society.
It's crazy doing all that you still don't know if you
pass right? Like you go through the edit of training.
You go through all that, go through all that and just to go to the room and say you not good enough after all that. If you want to do it, you got to redo the whole thing, bro. You know how hard that might hurt, bro? Like, I don't know if I could take something like that, man.
We have people from very, very poor backgrounds who are orphans. You see everything in that room, which is why we don't allow.
Like in other armies, I think once you pass, like if they see you pass through Hell Week, you go move on to the next one, but you can still flunk out doing like the weapons stuff, like demolition and stuff they do.
Yeah, but if you just do it correctly,
they still like they would make it through this part. Yeah. It's the other parts where they get to training where they could get still bounced out.
But the thing is, if they can make it through, you still go. They can do everything and still fail.
That's the point I was trying to get at right there.
It means so much to them to get in because they've
like usually when you do that one last big bar, everybody pass.
You done.
Yeah. Then you move on to tougher trade.
And it's quite a raw environment.
But why make it do all to that part then, Phil?
Yeah,
how you think make the 46 minutes?
Yeah, well, I think it's everyone really. We are obviously emotional.
Well, maybe they do it this way where if you don't make the 46 minutes, you probably do something else better, or other people fail at the other thing. They just you don't automatically. They don't automatically flunk you out. I'm saying.
I don't know. I think they automatically flunk you out if you don't make the 46 because the way they do everything else, I don't think so.
Possible not.
The minutes tick by painfully. The staff of Gurkha Company from Catterick survey from above. If the recruits are successful, they will bound up the stairs at 1,000,000 miles an hour before anyone can change their minds. There, they will become part of the British Army, and it's over to Gurkha Company to turn them into soldiers.
I'm suspicious.
Amongst the candidates is 20-year-old Madhav Karki. This is his fourth and final attempt, and his last chance to get in before he turns 21 and can no longer apply.
Wow, you can't apply if he was older than 20.
Nervous.
What? Before he turned.
Outside the gate, the families wait, willing their sons not to.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is this the only way to tell that?
I guess.
Like, you can try for special forces here at 25, 20. Like,
that is strict.
I even heard of like some 28-year-olds making it. Like, what?
Through the railings. For those who are unsuccessful, there is next year, if they are under 21 and can afford to make this journey again. If not, life will have to be very different. As Madhav Karki appears through the door, it looks to be good news.
I'm feeling very excited, and I'm feeling like I'm in the moon. So it's my dream became true. So I'm feeling very happy. No one in my family, they are in army.
Oh, that stress is just waiting, bro.
I know that's
You must feel so proud.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
You're in the British Army. How does it feel?
It's my happiest moment of my life.
Really?
Yes. It's my dream come true, ma'am.
Have you tried before?
Yes, ma'am. This is my second dream, ma'am.
And you remember what it felt like last year, so this must be so special.
Dang, yes. So he made it both tied to the final part.
The first thing the boys are allowed to do is phone home.
We give the boys 4 phone calls throughout the selection process. So after each stage, so after the medical, after the physical, after the education, and when they're selected, they get a phone call. And that's basically so their parents hear from them first, so no one else can sort of play games and say, oh, your son's nearly there, but I'll get him in if you give me some money. So it's to prevent that kind of thing. And of course, it's nice that their parents hear them first. It's always a little bit sad when the parents don't pick up and they're waiting agonizingly for their parents to answer the phone.
Yeah, that gotta be crazy, right?
Hello, Mama.
I just called my father. He's just crying on the other side of phone.
He says
they're so happy. I know.
Tabayaru, brave from the Pacha, Imandari from the Pacha.
With their new recruits assembled, Gurkha Company waste no time. The boys' own clothes will now be sent back to their families. They'll need a whole new wardrobe in the British Army.
They have to get all their kit and equipment, so it's like a big.
It's always
Christmas
that
day.
sense of like, dang, I feel bad for the people who did make it, but then you gotta worry about yourself and other like I
still gotta worry about myself.
Yeah, I did what I had to do, but it's always that sense of back about like my friend didn't make it. I know how hard he wanted to be what it was just too like crazy.
So as you can see on the table, they are the Christmas father, and then they are getting a bunch of bag. We don't know who's gonna be selected, and we don't know the sizes. So now we'll take them to the room, and then if there's a big or small, we try to sort it out within the group.
So it's like a big swapping session.
Yes.
And inevitably all the big guys will end up with a small kit.
Yeah, it will happen, yeah.
Next up, a trip to the barber.
Well, no, that was coming.
And the tailor.
40. You feel like you are a part of our army.
They know that stuff outside is crazy.
No longer civilian.
What was the hardest part of selection for you?
For me, it was a 2400 meter running race, VFT, because since I'm a grown up all in the city, I haven't run that much. So for me to pass only, it was very hard. But I have trained hard with my friend. Then I have succeeded and passed.
It's like the third hit.
Dang.
The new recruits are inoculated, fitted for their Virtus body armour.
They get institutionalized with serious stuff like that.
And measured for their civvy outfits, known as the mufti. Camp quickly becomes awash with ironing boards and boot polish. And mirror space is very much at
I know they gotta feel good, bro. Look, they so happy, bro. They so proud,
of
bro.
Their old belongings. Everything is new.
The Gurkha tie. This is a special tie. You can't find
I don't think you can find it in the
We cannot buy it.
markets or
We cannot buy it.
yeah, it's a specially designed dye for Gurkhas.
And it's used only on special occasions, I think.
They just cut it. I don't think they locked them up, man.
Razor kits. Because usually the Mogurs don't really grow
Mongols
mustache.
people
Yeah,
do
Mongolians
not really
don't
have beard or mustache. Like, it's very rare in our case, man.
You gotta be real special.
Imagine making it with your friend.
Imagine
Imagine making it with your friend, bro. Like that.
Right, that gotta be best feeling, bro.
Because son is always better than father. Because of the time, they improve. So this intake will be better than last intake, straight away. Son is always better than father. My son will be better than me, straight away.
उता फर्किन्छ पछाडि चाहिँ हात राख्दाखेरि चाहिँ तिम्रो चाहिँ मेक स्योर तिम्रो चाहिँ यो पाम चाहिँ क्रस गरेको हुनु पर्यो हुन्छ अनि यहाँनिर चाहिँ कुनै खालको चाहिँ स्लिट हुनु भएन.
One of the most important new challenges this week is drill lesson 1. In a few days' time, they must parade in front of dignitaries and their families, and everyone wants it to be perfect.
Make sure front rank say make sure.
That is very important. Like they really like every military takes that serious. Like during the parades and stuff. Like you cannot mess that up.
Graduation ceremony.
Yeah.
तिमीले चाहिँ 45 डिग्री एंगलमा चाहिँ हेरेको हुनु पर्यो. बुझ्यो? फेरि गोर्खा कम्पनी भन्छु त्यहाँबाट फेरि के हो पोजिसन अफ एटेन्सनमा आउने. Okay. Gurkha company.
It's all about the legacy, our tradition. 15 years ago, I was like them. And then one of my section commander, his name is Captain Bhakta Sesson. I am his legacy. So he teaches me everything, how to survive, how to do the things in army. Now I'm doing the same thing to these boys. So maybe after a few years later, so one of these boys will stand in front of this place, and then probably he will say the same. The legacy will go on and on, on and on. But they will always remember us, and we will also remember them.
The recruits have just a week to get to grips with the basics before they fly to the UK. There's a lot to learn, and they'll need their new comrades, their numries, to help them out every step of the way.
Wow, then they gotta travel all that way.
Instructors from Gurkha Company in Yorkshire's Catterick Garrison await the arrival of their new recruits.
Oh yes, everyone is looking forward for this day.
Because Gurkha Company would have been quite quiet, won't it?
It is, yeah, it is quite quiet when the boys are not in the camp around, and then we just feel lonely when the boys are not in.
Soon enough, they appear, safe into this foreign land, which from now on will be their home.
Why he carrying two?
It's really unknown area.
Hey, look, here is crowd. Why he carrying two?
Look, they carry their home with them, bro. Golly. I know they gonna be here for a while, but
the UK, when I recall my memories, it's exciting as well as a bit daunting as well. You don't know what's coming up, so a bit excited. And on the other hand, you're away from your families as well, so you've got lots of emotion in your mind going through.
It's been a long journey to get here. Years of training, months of tests, examinations and interviews. But this is only the beginning. They will fight for this country and this queen now. A job that will change their own future and the fortunes of their families.
wow.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this,
That was crazy. I did not know about the Gurkhas, bro. And also, bro, like the selection process that they go through are just very difficult, for them, especially because, like he said, bro, some of these people like they grew up in farming, so they really not equipped to do this training and stuff, and it's very hard. And you only got a certain specific time to even get selected.
Almost like a special forces training, even though it's like a regular.
It kind of felt like they're here, like you got to be a certain age. You can't go below the age.
21.
You can't travel no
You
more.
can't go above 21.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Or, no, above 21. He said at 21.
That is crazy.
At 21 you couldn't travel no more.
I don't know why is that though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just that. Then you gotta travel across. Once you do, man, you gotta leave home all that way to go here.
I mean, that's probably good because they try to change their fear lives. So that's
but that's still like you gotta look at it though. They still going across the world doing stuff in foreign language and everything like that, bro. Like it's gotta be. This is like difficult, bro. Like. It is life changing, bro. It's like the title said. So, guys, let us know, guys, your thoughts on the video. Get us a video. Hit that subscribe to the channel.
Hit that like button.
Again, if you want to support If I Come a Member of the channel, guys, link in the description below as well for that. Make sure to support If I Come a Member. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and don't react along with our Twitter at the top right there, guys. And see you guys next video.